Hi guys, this is Best Goldfish, and in this video I'm going to talk about, do goldfish really need a heater? Next up. Okay. So many people worldwide believe goldfish don't need heaters. Another set of people think goldfish need heaters. Now what's true, what's not true? Okay. But you might say goldfish are cold water fish. That's right, but that applies to mostly just single tail varieties like common goldfish, shabunkins, stuff like that. But in the case of fancy goldfish, which are my goldfish right here, and branchy goldfish, Orlando goldfish, telescope goldfish, butterfly tail goldfish, celestial goldfish. Those goldfish are known as fancy goldfish because they're fancier, and they need a heater. Here's why. As you can see, the fancy goldfish has a curved back. Like you can see, it's kind of curved. But for common goldfish, it's straight. Let me just pop a picture. It's straight body, and that curved, compact body of the fancy goldfish means that they might have trouble digesting, might have trouble with their swim bladder, and stuff like that, because they have a compact body, more compact than your average chabunkin. So, but the heater allows the goldfish to easily pass waste out, increase their activity rate and stuff, making their immune system stronger. But it also makes them age faster, by the way. You might have not known this, but heaters, when the water is more on the hotter side, these guys tend to age more than when the water is in the colder side. And also, the warmer the water, the less oxygen in the water. That's why when you have a heater, you need to add more oxygen sources because it depletes some of the oxygen quicker than cold water does. But you might also be asking, Best Goldfish, but you don't have a heater. True, I don't have a heater because this tank is already in the optimal temperature range, which is like 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And because I'm in a tropical climate, in here it's already kind of hot, so it's just useless putting a heater in here. So I don't have a heater. But if you are living in somewhere cold, like maybe the US, Canada, or somewhere where it's cold most of the year, then a heater would be practical because heaters allow faster digestion, faster immune system, and just better for these guys. But you may have also seen that people with looks goldish sometimes has ponds with fancy goldfish that the top layer of the pond freezes, and then there's a newer video where he breaks the ice and frees the goldfish, and they're all alive and sleepy but all alive. This happens due to hibernation. When the environment is super cold, fancy goldfish, common goldfish, shabunkins, whatever the goldfish tends to go to a phase of hibernation, where they slow their body activity, slow their heart rate, and slow their oxygen consumption, and they pretty much go into hibernation, which allows them to survive longer without food, oxygen, and stuff, and they can just literally sleep through the cold. But this can be okay during periods of time, but even if the temperature is lower, if it's throughout the year, goldfish get stressed. Okay, and also there's a way on how to do this properly. They need to go to hibernation properly. The pond has to be more than 6 feet deep and stuff like that. Those things are needed There are many videos online on how you can properly prepare them for hibernation, but most of the time, if your fancy goldfish is in a tank or an indoor pond or even an outdoor pond, it's recommended to put a heater because it's just better for their stress. They don't get as stressed in a warmer environment, and their growth increases actually because they age faster. Their growth increases, and did you know that the three main things for fast growth in a goldfish is clean water, nutritious food, and warmer temperatures. And that's why some people like breeders have the goldfish in higher temperatures than normal normal goldfish owners. So yeah, all in all, I'd say go buy yourself a heater. But if you don't want a heater, your goldfish is not gonna die. They can live perfectly okay. But if you are in somewhere very hot, you might even want to consider chiller. Chillers are used for axolotls and stuff, but if it's very hot, you might need a chiller. Okay, that's it for this video. Go subscribe, like, and I'll meet you in the next video. Bye!